It's another weekend. I've got my truck loaded and head to my airport. They sure to have a little breeze. The skydivers have a lot of people out. Oh shit, switchy wind. We're having lots of different directions. It keeps changing. Let's see if we can get up in the air. I very rarely have a breeze when I launch, and this one caught me by surprise. That wing came over my head so quickly and easily. I wasn't even ready for it until I was a little late to get on the throttle. I was worried my hesitation would cause the wing to fall back behind me and I'd have to start over, but no, with the breeze, the wing parked itself overhead and was like, come on, let's go. So that went off really well. Didn't take any room and very little effort. I envy those that primarily fly with a breeze assisting them in launching and landings. This is a really thermic day. I didn't stay up much. I stayed up really high. I didn't do any low flying, and the Piper reacted exactly as I hoped it would. Trims out. There's quite a bit of tip pressure. It's really reassuring. I was going to come in and land here in short position, and there happened to be a guy with a bicycle sitting here. So I went ahead and gave her a little throttle. That's why I don't kill my engine before too low. And I went ahead and skirted the runway on throttle, let off, and went immediately to brake. And the flare authority is so great on this wing that the landing was just fine. All right. Well, that was thermic as hell. Bill, I think I'm getting that landing figured out. That was pretty slick, actually. Evening flight 2. The wind pretty much died down, and this launches as I was accustomed to. It takes a little effort, a little sooner on the throttle, and I just barely cleared this drainage ditch here. You are not running across that drainage ditch. Across the runway, there's visibility for a couple miles both directions. There's no air traffic, so I went ahead and crossed center runway to get it over with. Went on a flight with buttered smooth air. And this time I did a lot of low flying. Piper does take quite a bit of throttle to stay aloft compared to what I'm used to, but it's completely manageable. This is a fly buddy of mine. It's a recent pilot, but he does really well, and he's figured out how to take off and land in the smaller areas with nil winds. So it was a gorgeous day, and he came out to join me. We're a little bit of soaring above the trees and the gentle mountains. Because the conditions were so calm for the evening, I did a lot of low flying. It's partially because the Piper instills a lot of confidence in the flying. It's very stable. It reacts exactly like I'd hoped. My motor's running really well. So yeah, I jumped down into some fields. You do have to watch it. There's power lines everywhere. And if you're not paying attention, you'll see a small mountain with a bunch of trees ahead of you, or a tall hill. I guess it depends on your perspective. It's a really nice area. A few of the neighbors got to see me fly by them, and I was greeted with a lot of waves. It seemed like the majority of the people in the vicinity of the airport don't mind aviation, or maybe fans of aviation. It's a really good day. I did stay low, primarily because I enjoy flying low. Not overly so, but I stayed low because it was a little chilly at about 1,500 feet. It's about 80s on the ground, but as soon as you get over that 1,000-foot AGL, the temperature dropped dramatically. So I did stay low and kind of chased the sun. Here's me coming in. I didn't know that the tiniest of breeze I had on launch was actually switching, and it was going the other way. So I believe I was landing with a very small wind this way. And there goes that guy on the bicycle. Maybe he's looking for a lost change or something. I decided to land in the long position because as I was landing, my ground speed was really high, and I slid out the landing. This is what helped me realize you don't want to land with the wind on the Piper. It's a great wing. It's a great flight.